Hello, everyone. My name is Sophia, and welcome to our podcast. Today, we're going to talk about something really fun and healthy: swimming. This podcast is for anyone who's learning English, and we're going to make it easy and enjoyable for you. With me today is my co-host, Mason.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mason. We're excited to talk about swimming today. Whether you're a beginner or someone who enjoys swimming regularly, we'll explore different aspects of this great activity. So let's get started.
Swimming is such an amazing sport, isn't it? I mean, you can swim just for fun, or you can swim to stay fit. What do you think about swimming, Mason?
I love swimming, Sophia. It's one of the best ways to exercise. When you swim, you use almost every muscle in your body. Your arms, legs, back, and even your stomach all work together. Plus, it's easy on your joints because the water supports your body. That's why a lot of people who have injuries or pain still enjoy swimming.
That's true. I remember when I was a kid, swimming was just something fun to do in the summer. But now I realize it's also a great way to stay healthy. And you don't need much equipment, just a swimsuit and maybe some goggles, right?
Exactly. You don't need expensive gear to get started. A swimsuit and goggles are enough for most people. If you swim outside in a pool or the sea, you might want sunscreen to protect your skin. It's really that simple. And once you learn how to swim, you can enjoy it anywhere at the beach, in a pool, or even in lakes and rivers.
Speaking of learning to swim, it's also a very important life skill. Knowing how to swim can actually save your life one day. I think everyone should learn at least the basics of swimming. What do you think about that?
Absolutely. Learning to swim is not just fun. It's also really important for safety. If you ever find yourself in water unexpectedly, like if you fall into a pool or off a boat, knowing how to swim can help you stay calm and get to safety. Plus, swimming opens the door to so many other activities like snorkeling, diving, or even water sports like surfing.
I totally agree. Swimming is a gateway to so many cool experiences. And it doesn't matter how old you are, you can learn to swim at any age. Some people learn as kids, and others pick it up later in life. What do you think is the best way to start learning to swim?
Great question. I think the best way to start is by going to a swimming pool where you feel safe. If you're a beginner, it's a good idea to take a few lessons with an instructor who can show you the basics. They'll teach you how to float, how to kick, and how to move your arms through the water. Once you're comfortable with that, you can start practicing on your own.
Yes, and when you're learning, it's important to take it step by step. Don't try to swim across the pool on your first day. Start in the shallow end, where you can stand up if you need to. Practice floating on your back and front, and get used to the feeling of the water. The more comfortable you are, the easier it will be to learn.
Exactly. And remember, it's totally okay to be nervous at first. A lot of people are scared of water or don't feel confident when they start. But with practice, you'll get better and start to enjoy it more. The key is to relax and have fun.
Relaxing is so important when you're swimming. If you're too tense, it's harder to float, and you'll get tired quickly. But when you're calm, you'll move through the water more easily. I also think it's helpful to breathe deeply. In swimming, you need to control your breathing because your face is in the water a lot of the time.
Yes, learning to breathe while swimming is a big part of it. You have to take quick breaths when your head is above the water and then hold your breath when your face is in the water. It takes practice, but once you get it, swimming becomes much easier.
I think that's one of the most challenging parts of learning to swim, but also one of the most rewarding. When you get the breathing right, it feels so natural. And after a good swim, you feel like you've really worked out. It's great for building endurance and staying fit.
For sure, swimming helps you stay in shape, and it's also good for your mental health. Being in the water can be really calming. Whether you're swimming laps or just floating, it's a great way to reduce stress. Plus, swimming is something you can do by yourself or with friends, which makes it even more enjoyable.
Oh, definitely. I love swimming with friends. It's a fun way to spend time together and stay active. And since it's low impact, you don't feel as sore after a swim like you might after running or lifting weights.
Yes, exactly. And because swimming is gentle on your body, it's also great for people who are older or who have health problems. It keeps your heart and lungs healthy without putting too much stress on your body.
It's interesting how swimming is good for people of all ages, from kids to older adults. And it's also one of those activities where you can challenge yourself. You can always try to swim faster or swim longer distances. It never gets boring because there's always room to improve.
That's one of the things I love about swimming. No matter how good you get, you can always push yourself to do better. Whether you're racing against the clock or just trying to swim more laps, it's a great way to stay motivated.
I totally agree. And let's not forget, swimming is also great for cooling off on a hot day. There's nothing better than jumping into a pool or the ocean when the weather is warm. It's refreshing and fun.
Yeah, cooling off in the water on a hot day is the best. It's like you can feel all the heat just melt away when you dive in. And the great thing is, even if you're just playing around in the water, you're still getting exercise without even thinking about it. You don't have to swim laps or do anything serious to enjoy the benefits of swimming.
Exactly. Just being in the water, splashing around, or even floating can help you stay active. It's such a fun way to move your body without feeling like you're working too hard. Plus, it's great for kids. They love it, and it helps them burn off all that extra energy.
That's a really good point. Swimming is perfect for kids. It helps them develop their coordination, balance, and strength while having fun. And let's face it, when you're a kid, spending a whole day at the pool feels like the best thing ever. You're splashing, diving, and just having a blast. Plus, it's safer for them to play around in water once they've learned how to swim.
Yeah, and it teaches them water safety early on, which is so important. I think swimming lessons for kids should be a priority, even just to make sure they know how to handle themselves in water. Once they learn, they can have more fun without parents worrying so much.
Absolutely. Learning to swim gives kids confidence, too. It's like they gain a new skill that they can use anytime. And the best part is, they're getting all the health benefits we talked about without even realizing it. It's just fun for them.
And speaking of fun, there are so many different ways to enjoy swimming. Some people like swimming laps, some enjoy water aerobics, and others love just floating around or playing water games. Have you ever tried water aerobics, Mason?
Oh, I have. It's actually a lot harder than it looks. You're moving your body against the water's resistance, which really works your muscles. But because you're in the water, it doesn't feel as intense as a regular workout. It's great for building strength and endurance, but it's also gentle on your joints. Perfect for people who don't want something to high impact.
Right, and it's also really good for people who are recovering from injuries. I know a few people who started swimming after they hurt their knees or back, and they said it helped them stay active without making their injuries worse. Swimming is just so versatile.
Yeah, and even if you're not injured, it's a great way to switch up your routine. If you're someone who usually runs or lifts weights, swimming gives your body a break from all that impact. Plus, it's refreshing. There's something about being in water that feels so different from other exercises.
Exactly. It's like you're getting a full body workout, but it's also relaxing at the same time. I think that's why people of all ages enjoy swimming. It can be as easy or as challenging as you want it to be.
And let's not forget, it's also a great way to socialize. Whether you're swimming with friends at the pool or part of a swim class or team, it's a fun way to meet people and connect with others. You can even play games like water volleyball or have races with your friends.
Yes, swimming with friends makes it even more fun. It's like you get to exercise and hang out at the same time. And swimming races can be super exciting, especially when everyone's trying to beat each other. It really pushes you to swim faster without even realizing it.
Exactly. It's that competitive spirit that makes it more enjoyable, but in a friendly way. And you know, another thing I love about swimming is how it can be done anywhere. You can swim in pools, rivers, lakes, or oceans. It's one of those activities that's not limited to a specific place.
Yeah, I love that about swimming, too. Wherever you go, if there's water, you can swim. Going to the beach is always so much fun. You can ride the waves, snorkel, or just float around. It's so relaxing, and being out in nature makes it even better.
There's something really peaceful about swimming in natural water like the ocean or a lake. You feel more connected to nature, and it's just a totally different experience than being in a pool. I think everyone should try swimming in open water at least once.
I agree. There's nothing like the feeling of swimming in the ocean, with the waves and the salty water. But whether you're swimming in a pool or in the sea, you're still getting all the amazing benefits. It's a sport that works for everyone.
And it's really cool how it's a lifelong skill. Once you learn to swim, you never forget. You can enjoy it at any stage of your life, whether you're a kid, an adult, or even a senior. It's an activity that you can do for fun, fitness, or relaxation.
Exactly, Mason. Swimming is one of those things that stays with you for life. You don't have to be a professional swimmer to enjoy it either. I love how it's something everyone can do at their own pace. Whether you're just floating and relaxing or swimming laps for a workout, there's no pressure to go fast or be the best. It's all about enjoying yourself.
Totally. And you know, it's great for mental health too. I don't know about you, but when I'm in the water, everything else just fades away. The stress, the worries, it all seems to disappear. It's like swimming gives you a chance to clear your mind and focus on the moment.
I completely agree. There's something so calming about being in the water. The feeling of floating, the sound of the water, it's almost meditative. A lot of people say swimming helps them distress and unwind after a long day. And it's true. You can just let go of everything for a while.
Exactly. It's almost like therapy, right? You don't need to think too much about it. You just move through the water and suddenly everything feels lighter. Plus, it's such a great way to take a break from technology and all the distractions we have in our daily lives.
Yes, it's one of the few activities where you really disconnect. You can't check your phone or reply to messages while you're swimming. It forces you to be present and just enjoy the moment. I think that's why people feel so refreshed afterward.
And when you're in the water, you're also improving your overall health. We've talked a lot about the physical benefits, but swimming helps with mental clarity and focus too. It's like you're giving both your body and mind a workout.
That's a great point. And let's not forget that swimming can also boost your mood. There's something about the water that just makes people happier. I've noticed that after swimming, I always feel in a better mood, even if I was having a tough day before.
Exactly. Swimming releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that lift your spirits. It's why people often say they feel lighter or happier after a good swim. It's like a natural mood booster.
And it's not just about swimming fast or hard either. Even a gentle swim can have the same effect. I think that's the beauty of it. It's a low-pressure way to take care of your mental and physical well-being.
That's right, and you don't need a fancy gym or expensive equipment to swim. All you need is a swimsuit and some water, and you're good to go. It's accessible to so many people.
Exactly, and that's what makes swimming so special. Whether you're at a local pool, a beach, or even a lake, you can always find a way to enjoy it. It's such an inclusive sport, no matter your age or fitness level.
And speaking of inclusivity, swimming is also a great equalizer. You see people of all backgrounds and abilities in the pool. Everyone's there for the same reason, to enjoy the water and get some exercise. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an experienced swimmer, there's a place for everyone.
Yeah, and it's one of the few sports where you can easily adjust the intensity. If you want a relaxing day, you can float around or do a few slow laps. If you're in the mood for a challenge, you can push yourself and swim faster or try a new stroke. It's so flexible.
Exactly. And speaking of strokes, have you ever noticed how many different ways there are to swim? From freestyle to backstroke, breaststroke, and butterfly, each stroke works different muscles and adds variety to your workout.
Yes, and that's another reason why swimming never gets boring. You can switch it up and try new techniques. Plus, each stroke has its own rhythm and flow, which can make your time in the water more interesting. You can always challenge yourself to improve or try something new.
And no matter which stroke you choose, swimming is always a full-body workout. You're using your arms, legs, core, everything. It's such an efficient way to stay fit.
Exactly. I love how swimming doesn't just focus on one part of your body. It works everything at once, and you can feel it afterward. But at the same time, it's gentle enough that you don't feel sore or tired in a bad way.
Yeah, it's like that perfect balance. You get the benefits without the strain. And for people who are just starting out with exercise, swimming can be a great entry point. It's not as intimidating as lifting weights or running, and you can take it at your own pace.
Totally. It's easy to get started, and you don't need any special skills to jump in and begin. Plus, there's always room to improve, whether you're focusing on technique, speed, or endurance. There's something for everyone, no matter where you are on your fitness journey.
Exactly, Sophia. There's always room for improvement, and that's one of the things I love most about swimming. No matter how long you've been doing it, there's always something new to learn or a skill to develop. You might want to work on your speed one day, or maybe focus on perfecting your stroke technique the next. It's never boring.
And because it's so versatile, people of all ages and skill levels can enjoy it. I've seen kids just learning to swim right next to older adults who are swimming for relaxation or health reasons. It's really something that connects people, no matter where they're at in life.
Yeah, and you know what? It's also a great activity for socializing. Whether you're part of a swim club or just heading to the pool with friends, swimming gives you a chance to spend time with others while staying active. And it's not competitive unless you want it to be. Most of the time, it's just about having fun together in the water.
Exactly. You can laugh, splash around, and just enjoy the moment with your friends or family. It's amazing how something as simple as being in the water can bring people closer. And even if you're not racing or swimming laps, you're still moving, which is great for your health without feeling like exercise.
And speaking of health, I think another thing that makes swimming so special is how it helps people stay active even if they have physical limitations. For people with joint issues or injuries, swimming offers a low-impact way to stay fit without putting too much strain on their body. The water supports your weight, so you don't feel the pressure on your knees or back the way you might with other exercises.
That's such an important point. I've met people who couldn't run or do other high-impact activities anymore, but they found swimming to be a safe way to keep moving. It's gentle, but still effective, and it allows them to stay active, which is so important for overall health.
Yeah, and it's not just about the body, it's good for the mind, too. We talked earlier about how relaxing it is, but there's also something mentally refreshing about swimming. It's like when you're in the water, you get a chance to escape the rush of everyday life. You can clear your mind and just focus on the rhythm of your movements, the feeling of the water. It's almost like meditation.
Yes, and that mental break is something a lot of us need, especially with how busy and stressful life can get. Being in the water lets you disconnect and recharge. Whether you're swimming alone or with others, it's a chance to focus on yourself and let go of whatever's on your mind.
And because it's such a full body, low-impact exercise, you don't feel exhausted afterward, you feel energized. It's like that perfect mix of relaxation and exercise that leaves you feeling refreshed and ready to tackle the rest of your day.
Exactly. It's one of those activities that can boost your mood and your energy levels. Whether you're swimming for fitness, fun, or relaxation, you always leave the water feeling better than when you got in.
And the best part is, it's accessible almost anywhere. Whether you have access to a public pool, a lake, a beach, or even just a small community pool, there's usually a way to enjoy swimming no matter where you are. You don't need a lot of equipment or space, just some water and the willingness to dive in.
That's so true. Swimming doesn't require a lot of special gear. It's simple and straightforward. All you really need is a swimsuit and maybe a pair of goggles, and you're good to go. And if you're at a beach, you can even swim without any gear at all.
Exactly. And that's what makes it so appealing. It's easy to get started, and you can do it almost anywhere. Plus, once you learn how to swim, it's a skill you keep for life. You might not swim every day, but you never really forget how to do it.
That's right. Once you've learned to swim, it's like riding a bike. You always remember how, and you can jump back into it whenever you want. It's such a valuable skill, not just for fitness, but for safety too.
Definitely. Knowing how to swim is essential for safety, especially if you spend time near water. Whether it's at a pool, the beach, or even a boat trip, being able to swim can give you the confidence to enjoy the water without worrying. It's a skill everyone should have.
Absolutely, and it's never too late to learn. Whether you're a kid or an adult, there are always opportunities to take lessons and build your confidence in the water. It's something that can open up a whole new world of experiences, from water sports to simple relaxation.
Yeah, once you're comfortable in the water, you can explore so many different activities: snorkeling, scuba diving, water polo, surfing. The list goes on. Swimming is just the beginning.
Exactly. It's a gateway to all sorts of adventures. And even if you don't take it that far, just being able to swim gives you the freedom to enjoy the water without fear. It's one of the best life skills you can have.
It really is. So, whether you're swimming for fun, fitness, or just to relax, it's something that everyone can benefit from. It's one of those rare activities that's good for both your body and your mind, and it's something you can enjoy for a lifetime.
And that's what makes swimming so special. It's an activity that stays with you, no matter your age or fitness level. It's always there, waiting for you to dive back in and enjoy it.
Exactly. There's really nothing quite like it. Swimming is more than just exercise. It's an experience, a skill, and a source of endless enjoyment.
Well, I hope this a useful lesson for in the future you're going to swimming for health. Well, everyone, thanks for listening, and until next time, goodbye.